Hey church, we just talked about Multiply Church this week, and now we're going to celebrate covenant membership. Yes, that's still something we do.
Yeah.
People, even in this quarantine, lockdown, all this, people are still wanting to be a part of Trinity Life Church and what we're doing as a church. And I love that. And we haven't even really prompted it.
I know.
It's just people want
happening. People
to step into it.
Right.
They want to commit. And that's what covenant membership is. It's just, for those of you out there who are like, well, why do I need to do that?
Yeah.
It doesn't change anything. It does, because you're entering into a commitment, a covenant, which means you're saying yes to one thing and no to all the other things. And it shows us that family feel that we talked about on Sunday, where people said, I love the deep relationship, I love the like that comes out of covenant, that comes out of you committing, of a church committing to you, of covenant together in relationship. And we did that with 3 people over the past month.
Yeah.
And we've done that with others in our church over the past few years.
Yes.
And so if you're like, oh, I don't need that, just if Trinity Life Church is your home church and this is where you want to commit, like, this is your next step. It's your next step to do this, and we want to welcome you into this because it just says something about what we're doing in the city together in unity. And so,
yes,
we have here just a blurb from our 3 people.
Yes. They just wanted to express exactly what this means to them, and we really wanted to share that with you guys. So, first we have Grace Lee, and thanks, Grace. She says this. She says, becoming a covenant member at Trinity Life is important to me because I want to finally outwardly express my commitment to Trinity Life Church. She says, a community that has felt like family for me over the past couple of years. It's my way of offering my commitment and my gifts to further the kingdom together as the body, to be discipled and to disciple, and to stay accountable to that through rich intentional relationships. I'm grateful to be a part of what God is doing in this family. Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, Grace.
She sums it up so well there.
She did. Yeah, that was a perfect summary. Next, we have Barton. And he
and guys, Barton and Miriam are on here, and they started being around our community. They attended their first worship gathering like maybe a month before the pandemic. Before the pandemic hit. So this is them over the course of a year through the pandemic experiencing our community, and they're like, yes.
And they want to be a part of that, right? Yeah. So this is what Barton said. He says, becoming a covenant member is important to me because I want to make it official that I'm going to commit to Trinity Life Church in terms of my time, talents, and treasures. In becoming a covenant member, I'm also making an obligation to humbly submit myself to the church and its leadership.
Yeah, I mean, he basically summed up our membership covenant.
I know. He brought it into like 2 lines.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, we should have him rewrite that for us.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, thanks, Barton. And Barton uses fewer words. He has more of an economy of words than Miriam does.
Yes.
And Miriam has a 3-point sermon here, actually, which is awesome.
That's amazing.
She says, this is just a natural step in being a son or daughter in the house.
Oof, that's
3
good.
P's come to mind. Miriam, she might have a future in preaching
look
here.
At this.
Oh, I love this. This is what I would write.
I know,
She
exactly.
says, first P, priority. The church needs to take priority. And commitment also comes in as we prioritize being with and interceding for the church body and the church's vision. Protection is the second P. The unity of my church by loving others and submitting to leadership. There's protection there. Potential.
Yeah.
Love that. Number 1. There's 3 subpoints under the third point.
I love
Number 1, by discovering my gifts in order to build the church and the city. 2, seeing the potential in others that is putting on God's lens and encouraging them to come to the fullness of their identity in Christ. She knows who we are.
Yep, she sure does.
She is us. Number 3, realizing God's purpose behind situations and praying in faith for God's will to be done.
Man, that's it. That's so good.
That's covenant
perfect.
membership, guys. That's what we're inviting you into. That's what they're inviting you into. That's what makes us so special. And then
also, we know we don't do it for the gifts, but we do have mugs and little hoodies for you guys as well. Just to show, it's just a little gift, but shows our just small appreciation for you guys committing to this.
Yeah, we'll get those too somehow.
Your swag. So.
Yeah, your hoodie, your mug.
Yeah, we'll get that to you.
Just our appreciation, our gratitude, as we talked about on Sunday, that we want to show to you.
Yeah.
And love you guys. Excited to do deeper and more committed life with you.
Yep. Thanks, guys.
So thanks, church, and we'll see you soon.
Yep.